Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Lopez and we are in grade 7, module 5, lesson 18. We are learning today about surface area. We talked a lot about what areas are and we know how to find the areas of different shapes. Trapezoid, we learned parallelogram, rectangle obviously, triangle, circle. And now we are talking about surface area. Surface is the outside of the shape, right? And the area of that surface is the outside area of the shape. So we are going to talk about nets and how to find area of each net of the three-dimensional figure. So right now we have a figure that looks like this, and we need to create a net from the solid figure right here. And we have dimensions of it. We have the height of 6, we have the width of it is 7, and we have the length of it is 3. Okay, so how do I create a net of it? Net is basically if I took this box and put it apart. So I will have, we can't see here, but we have a top and the bottom. So we have the top and we have the bottom. We have the front and the back. Front and back. So this is our front right here. The back will be right here. And we have right and left side. Right and left side. Okay, so I need to know the measurements of each of these to be able to make the net of it. So the top, if I look at the top, I see right here side that I don't know about, but I also have this side that is the same as this one. So this is 7. So my top of the shape is going to be 7 units long and 3 units wide. So I'm going to draw it this way. Let's do 3 units right here and 7 units right here. This is the top, and I can label it top. Okay, to the top we have, so this is the top as well. To the top we have attached the right side and the left side and the front and the back. So I can draw the front right underneath the top because it's attached by this side right here. So it's already 3, we already know it. And it also is 6 units long because this side right here is 6, so is this one. So this one is 6 units. Make it a little bit less than 7. And of course we would do it with a ruler. Okay. All right, and this is a front. To the front, we have the right and the left side attached with the side of 6 and the width of 7. So I can do the 7 units because I already have 6. This is my right side. And on the other side, we have the left side attached. So the same thing for the left. Do something like this. Left. This is 7 as well. Okay, now we have the back that we need and the bottom. The bottom is attached to the front right here with the 7 units. So 7 units. Let's make it like that. And also it's better to do on graph paper, so we have the units already identified. 7, this is 3, and this is bottom. All right, and we have the back. The back can be attached either to the right or left side, or it can be attached to the bottom, or it can be attached to the top. So I'm going to do it right here since I have some space. And that will be the back. So it will be 3 units and 6 units long. This is the back. All right, so that's one net of this prism that we have. This is called rectangular prism. I want to write it down, rectangular prism. The shape is called rectangular prism because it's made out of rectangles. Okay, next one is triangular prism, and it's called triangular prism because we have two triangles. Triangular prism. It has triangles as the bases of this prism. So we have the front triangle, and we have the bottom triangle right there, and we have the right and left side. This one we are seeing left, and we're also going to have a rectangular bottom part. Okay. I probably need to take a separate piece of paper for this because I will not have enough space. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of do it this way. All right, so we have the front and the back. I'm going to start with the front. So it's 3 by 3 by 3 triangle. So something like this, 3 by 3 by 3. This is the front. To the front, we have two triangles attached, and two rectangles, sorry. One is left and one is right. And these rectangles, they're going along this side. So we'll have, and the side is 6. Oh. So something like that. Okay. And then we have, this is left. And then we have the right side as well, the same one with the side of 6. This is right side. And then we have the bottom as well. So we'll put it right here, and the side of the bottom is also 6. And we also have the back side, and that's a triangle. So it will look like this, somewhat. Okay, so the triangular prism will have only 5 sides. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 faces. So we'll have the front and the back and the left and right side. And we'll have the bottom. Why does the rectangular prism have 6 faces and triangular only 5 faces? Because the bases of our prisms are made out of 4 sides, and here we have only 3 sides. So we have 3 sides to attach, not 4. Okay? All right, and we have the rectangular pyramid here. Rectangular pyramid. Make sure you see the spelling, rectangular pyramid. It looks like this. And we are going to try to make the net of it. So if I were to unfold this pyramid and see what's inside or what part it's made out of. So we are going to have, so we will have the right side, we'll have the front side, we'll have the left side, and we'll have the back side, and we also have the bottom. So front and back, we'll have the left and right, and the bottom. There is no top to this either. Bottom. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so notice that we'll have front, back, left, and right. So that's um, four triangles that we're going to make. And we have the bottom as a rectangle. I'm going to start actually with the rectangle with the bottom part. And it's 5 by 5 centimeters. So it's a square, 5 by 5. Okay, and then we will have the four sides made out of triangles, 7 centimeters long each. So I'm going to attach one to the bottom, and these have to be exactly the same, meeting in the middle. But again, because I don't have graph paper, I can't really draw something that looks exactly the same. Here we go. So here we'll have front and back and right and left. All of these are 7 units, and this is our bottom. All right, so that's how the nets of some shapes look like, and we are going to talk more about the nets. But the point of this is, if we can unfold a 3D shape, we can find the area of all the surfaces, and then if we combine them together, we will find the total surface area of the 3D shape. And that's exactly what we are going to do today. Let's look at the next page. This is just a review. Find the area of the triangle and find the area of the rectangle. The area of the triangle we can only find by multiplying 1/2 times base and times height. The base of this rectangle is going to be made out of two numbers that we have. It's 5 and 9. So together it's going to be 14. And the height of it is not 13 and it's not 15 because the height has to be perpendicular to the base, which means making 90-degree angle. And that's the only one that we have that is 12 units. Okay, so we are going to multiply 14 by 12 by 1/2. I can simplify right away 14 and 2, and I will get 7. And 7 times 12 is going to be 84 centimeters squared. For the rectangle, it's even easier. It's base times height, and the height is already making 90-degree angle with the base. So it's area of the rectangle, base times height, which is 28 times 18. And 28 times 18 is 504 feet squared. All right. Now going back to the surface area. If I have a net of a shape, what kind of shape is this? What do you think? It's made out of 6 faces, and all of them are rectangles, so it has to be a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. Okay. What we need to do, we need to find the area of all the surfaces and combine them together to find the total. So let's write down the faces of this shape that we have. We have Or we can even just name them 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For shape 1, it's a rectangle, so we are doing base times height. It looks like the height of each of these is 1 unit, and we are multiplying it by the base, which is 2 units, and that is 2 units squared. Shape 2 is exactly the same, so it will be 2 units squared. Shape 3 looks exactly the same, 2 units squared. Then we have shape 4 that is a little bit different. We have 2 units right here and 2 units right here. So it's 2 times 2, 4 units squared. Then we have 5 shape that looks exactly like 1, 2, and 3. So it's 2 units squared. And shape 6 is exactly like 4. That is 4 units squared. Okay, so we found all the areas of all the faces. Now we need to combine them to find the total. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 twos, which is 8. And we have 8 more, 16 units squared. That's the total surface area of our rectangular prism. All right, so let's move on to the next shape. Here we have a rectangular pyramid with one bottom and four other faces that surround it: front, back, right, and left. Um, so let's number them again to make it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We know that we'll have 5 faces to find the areas of. And really, it's very easy to do because um, since we know that these sides triangles are exactly the same, all 4 operations will have the same answer. So for the first triangle, we have the side that is 3, and we have a height that is 2. So to find the area, we are going to multiply 1/2 by the 3 units and by 2 units in height. And we are multiplying 1/2 because we're looking at the triangle. And to find the area of the triangle, we need to multiply base times height by 1/2. So if I simplify 2 and 2, it'll be 3 units squared. The same answer I will have for shapes 2, 3, and 4. So 3 units squared, 3 units squared, and 3 units squared. Okay, so for shape 5, I have 3 units here and 3 units here. So 3 times 3 equals 9 units squared. To find the total surface area, we will add them all together, and I will have 12 plus 9, 21 units squared. Let's move on. And here we have some more shapes. This one is a rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. And so is this one, the one on the bottom, because it also has 6 faces and they are all made out of rectangles. All right, so let's number them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so shape 1. It looks like 1, 3, 5, and 6 have exactly the same measurements. It's 2 by 4 because this side is 4, this side is going to be 4 as well. So 2 times 4 equals 8. The same answer I will have, so meters squared. For number 3 is going to be 8 meters squared. Number 5, 8 meters squared, and number 6, 8 meters squared. For 2 and 4, they're also exactly the same with the sides 4 by 4. 4 times 4 is 16 meters squared and 16 meters squared. Notice I do show my work for those that I'm trying to figure out for the first time, but then I don't have to for the rest of it. All right, so I have 8 times 4, which is 32, and 32 more give me 64 meters squared. All right. Here we have a rectangular prism as well, and this rectangular prism is made out of squares. Again, we have 6 sides, so I can label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Each rectangle is 3 by 3. So I'm going to multiply 3 by 3 to get 9 centimeters squared. And this is 9 centimeters squared. And this one is 9. All of them are 9 centimeters squared. So if I add them all together, I will get 54 centimeters squared. Do I have to do this for my square prism? Not necessarily, because all this work is to prove that 9 times 6 is 54. So what I can do is square the side. 3 squared, so side squared times 6. And that will give me my surface area of the square prism. Okay, I know that there are 6 faces, and all I can do is to square the sides and then multiply it by 6. All right. Okay. Examine the rectangular prism below. Complete the table. Okay, so in this rectangular prism, we have area of the top. So this is the top, and we have the bottom. On the bottom there, we have the front, and we have the back, and we have the right side, and we have the left side. Okay, I don't know why they give us so much space in here. We don't really need that much. Area of the top is 15 by 6. So 15 times 6. 15 times 6 is 90 centimeters squared. Since the top is 90, the bottom is exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to write 90 centimeters squared here. The front, 15 by 8. 15 times 8. 15 times 8 is 120 centimeters squared. So the back is also going to be 120 centimeters squared. The right side is 6 by 8. 6 times 8 is 48 centimeters squared. And so is going to be the left side, 48 centimeters squared. If I add them all together now to find the total surface area, I will need to do 90 plus 90 plus 120 plus 120 plus 48 plus 48. Okay, so I will have to add them all together. And that'll be 516 centimeters squared. Okay, I think you got the point here. Again, since those are prisms, they have 6 faces made out of rectangles. We have top, and the bottom, we have left and right, and we have front and back. All of them, I can find the areas by multiplying bases by the heights. And top will have the same answer as the bottom part. Left side is going to be the same as the right side, and front is going to be the same as the back. So if I look at the top, I have 20 centimeters in length and 5 centimeters in width. So 20 times 5 is 100 centimeters squared. The bottom is going to be exactly the same, 100 centimeters squared. Left and right side, there are 5 by 9. 5 times 9 is 45 centimeters squared, and so is going to be the right side, 45 centimeters squared. Front and back, 20 by 9. 20 times 9, 180 centimeters squared, and the back is the same, 180 centimeters squared. All I need to do now is to add them all together. So I will have 200, 360, 560 plus 90, 650 centimeters squared. Okay. All right, so these are exactly the same exercises. I'm not going to explain it all over again. It's exactly the same thing. 6 faces, find the area of each face, add them all together. Okay, and then you have homework on the same rectangular prisms. So that should be pretty easy. Wish you the best, and we will see you in class.